Yes, okay, I'm coming. Just a second.
Hi, Sally. I need help. I don't know who did this, but stealing my lucky skateboard is just like stealing victory. We have to find it.
Don't worry, Ahmed. By the end of the day, you'll have your board back.
No, before then, I've got to defend my crazy skater title in the final in less than 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, we'll take the case.
We'll meet at the crime scene in 10 minutes.
Yes, let me introduce myself. Alex Lex, and I see the future.
A fortune teller, that's a new one. Can we help you?
No, but I can help you. I'm a fortune teller, and I can be very useful to you. Here's my card and a special gift of friendship.
He's a very nice, paperweight.
This relic is to repel negative waves and channel positive energy. A gift from the fortune teller.
That's really sweet, Alex, but the SBI doesn't believe in the supernatural, and we have to go. We're on a very important investigation.
I understand. Go investigate, but be sure to communicate. It's important to communicate. Doowee, your helmet.
Thanks.
Phew, it smells really sweaty in here. Okay, I'll leave you boys to be boys. I'll quiz the coach. I need air quick.
Say, Ahmed, your locker is really well protected.
Was protected. My armoured padlock was broken by someone really tough.
Not necessarily. Not all criminals are big guys. What is that greasy material on your padlock?
Well, I greased the wheels of my board last night, but I washed my hands right after, so there shouldn't have been any grease on my lock. Is it important?
More than you might think. We have our first clue. I found something that shouldn't have been on Ahmed's lock. How about your interview? Any progress?
This morning, the coach saw Ahmed and his girlfriend quarrelling, but what about is a mystery. And the girlfriend's name is Rebecca, and...
Rebecca? Yeah, I know her. And you say they were quarrelling? That's funny. They adore each other.
Yeah, and that's why we have to question them.
Hey, the SBI. I was expecting you. I had a vision just now. I saw a girl and an argument.
So go take an aspirin if you've got a headache.
Huh?
Sorry, but we have to go. They say that white roses represent purity, but they also have thorns. Let's see what Rebecca has to tell us.
Ah, there you are at last.
Were you expecting us?
Not me, Alex Lex. He invited himself in. He's a fortune teller.
Alex, how did he know we were coming?
Friends, my visions have brought me here. The girl, the quarrel, Rebecca, Ahmed. I see a skateboard, a padlock. It's broken.
Hey, stop! This is confidential.
So, Alex, how did you find out this information from our investigation?
I already told you, didn't I? I'm a seer. And that interference, that was your skepticism sending out negative waves to that little radio.
Alex, that was just interference. Anyway, we've got some work to do. Bye!
So you are on a case? About whom? About me?
Don't worry, Rebecca, it's just routine. So I've heard you and Ahmed quarrelled.
It wasn't an argument. It was just a tiff. Ahmed wanted to go to the movies and I wanted to do some shopping around the mall.
And what exactly are all those broken hearts on your calendar? Is it a girl thing?
Those are the days when I have a test at school. I've never liked tests.
Who does like them, right? Okay, we're done. Thanks for cooperating. And if you think of anything, you know where to find us.
Now you mention it, Ahmed had a row with his teammate, Max, but he didn't tell me why. He can be very secretive sometimes.
We'll go and check it out. And take care of that hand.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just allergic to the roses in the garden.
Hey, what's bugging you? Is Rebecca's story giving you a problem?
Huh? What? No. I was thinking about Alex. He knows an awful lot about this case.
You're right. He even knew we were going to Rebecca's. You think he's spying on us?
No, I would have spotted him, but it is creepy. Right, let's go and see Max.
Me fighting with Ahmed? Rebecca has it in for me because she and Ahmed can't see each other because of our skateboard practice.
Why doesn't Rebecca come to watch Ahmed practicing? They'd be together.
Poor kid. She comes out in a rash whenever she gets near a skateboard. I've never seen anything like it.
A rash, you say? Sally, we have to get back to the lab. I'm testing the oil from the lock, and here are the results for the reactions that skate grease might cause. Nettle rash type 2 and mega rash. So who comes to mind?
Rebecca.
That's not all. Look, on the right is Ahmed's training schedule. On the left, Rebecca's calendar. The days crossed out by the broken hearts correspond with Ahmed's practice days. What do you think?
The Broken Hearts were cancelled dates with Ahmed. So to take revenge, she stole the skateboard so he'd spend more time with her.
Yeah, and it was easy for her to bust Ahmed's super padlock. Look at the business that supplied the calendar. It belongs to Rebecca's father, the owner of the biggest tool shop in town, Bombay Tools.
And at Bombay Tools, they have everything, especially big bolt cutters. So, Rebecca, you've got fragile nerves?
Not at all. So how's your investigation progressing?
It's not progressing. It's galloping along. We even know who the guilty party is.
I had a vision. It's you, Rebecca, who's the culprit. You stole Ahmed's skateboard. The fortune teller saw you.
Ahmed, don't listen to him. I didn't steal your skateboard. He's accusing me without proof.
There's no need for proof. The ultimate proof is the red rash, the supreme punishment reserved for unscrupulous thieves.
That's not a punishment. It's just an allergic reaction to skateboard grease. It's simple science.
Lies. The spirit sent me many visions. One of them was of broken hearts on her calendar that represent the black-hearted nature of her deed.
Not at all. The Broken Hearts represent cancelled dates with Ahmed.
Silence. The spirit world knows everything, sees everything. Now confess your crime, Rebecca, or else risk the wrath of the spirits.
Enough! Stop! Okay, I confess. I took your skateboard, Ahmed. You spent all your time with it and I was jealous. Forgive me.
No, it's me you should forgive, Rebecca. I didn't see you were upset. I'm gonna give you more of my time. Thanks for your help, Alex. Thank you, but that's enough. I'm just a modest fortune teller, but now I'm tired. I need rest.
Alex! 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 Alex!
Hey, who's there, boys? I knew that Rebecca was the guilty party too.
Drop it, Bollywood. You can't deliver the goods anymore. We've got ourselves a fortune teller.
I started the SBI when I was 9 years old, and I'm not shutting up shop now. We have to do something. I'm Sally, I'm the SBI, the high school's greatest private eye. With Doowee and his brilliant mind, been solving crime since we were 9. We won't let your problems hang. We'll solve them all with quite a bang. Quite a bang.
Quick! The fortune teller's holding a seance in the canteen. It's the scoop of the century.
Alex told me that I was going to be a surfing champ. He's amazing. I can't even swim. Did you see that? They applaud me. They love me. You want my autograph?
Quit the comedy act, Alex. Your powers to see the future are hot air. And you know it as well as I do.
Okay, I admit it. I solved your investigation. I really do have powers. My public awaits me. By the way, Albert consulted me about solving an investigation. That's funny, isn't it? Now excuse me. The fortune teller is about to perform.
We're going to have to expose him before he steals our clients. There must be a logical explanation for the cloud of smoke that Alex appeared from.
Did you look on top of the lockers?
Powder, paper, a mark. Well done, Sally. Well now, potassium nitrate. Sally, come and see. I found something.
It's nearly time for the sports report. We'll find out if Ahmed kept his title.
Fortune teller? He used the microphone to eavesdrop on us, unseen and unheard.
I'm sure he planted another bug at Rebecca's too. Her radio screeched.
No, it was when I put my helmet on the desk that the radio started screeching. The bug was in my helmet, and the only time that Alex touched my helmet was this morning at the SBI. The potassium nitrate I found comes from the smoke bomb. That explained his mysterious cloud of smoke. But on the other hand, I wonder what the square mark was in the middle of the dust.
We'll check that later. First, we have to find the second microphone. With that, we'll have enough proof to confront him.
I don't like doing this, but it's for the sake of the SBI. Bingo! The second microphone. And what's this DVD? So that was it. The square mark was the trace left by the minicam that Alex had placed on the locker. Why did he film himself exposing Rebecca?
Listen to this. After viewing the highly original film of your test, Karumba Productions would like to invite you to audition today at 3 o'clock. SBI, Alex, it's over. You are guilty of spying, cheating, and repeated lying.
We know that you've been leading us along, Alex, and we want to know why.
Mr. Producer, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm innocent.
Liar, you pretended to solve the skateboard case by spying on the SBI.
You exposed Rebecca instead of us, and you made everyone believe that it was because you were a so-called fortune teller.
The whole of the school fell for it, but not the SBI. So why'd you do it?
You really convinced the whole school you were a real fortune teller?
It was only to win the role of Junior the Spirit Lord. I'm an actor. It's in my blood. Am I rejected?
Certainly not. You fooled the whole school you were a fortune teller. Well, hats off to you. Are you available?
Not quite yet. Alex has a little job to do first.
So there, I'm not a fortune teller at all. It was just to persuade a producer to give me a role.
Okay, it wasn't very nice, but to make up for it, Alex is giving us all tickets to his movie, Junior the Fortune Teller. Success is great, except when it goes to your head. And we prefer you as an actor than as a fortune teller.
I predicted that.
Super platform? Come on, Stephanie. Do you want to see a real program from a real candidate? Take it. With me, it'll be less blah blah and more results. Vote Olivier. Ideas for real change.
Yeah, sure. I'll vote for you.
Attention! Your bid will be closed in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3,
2.
stop!
You have passed the first stage. Are you ready for the second stage? If yes, click on the green button.
Yes! I'm going to the rowing race, finally!
I thought that your father had tickets.
He forgot to buy them. My only chance was to find some on the internet.
Sally, it's a disaster. My campaign poster was ripped down.
Are you talking about the poster for the student representative election?
Yes, it was destroyed. Nothing left. Not one letter of my name. Nothing. The other posters are fine. Someone's out to get me.
It definitely doesn't sound very democratic to me. Doowee, should we go?
I have an emergency, remember?
You were too slow to react. You have lost your bid.
It sounds as if you're suddenly free. Great. Look, the poster just next to yours is in perfect condition. That's suspicious.
It must be him. Oliver has lost the election for 3 years. On top of that, he taunted me in front of my supporters yesterday.
3 years? A serious motive. Let's go and check out his alibi.
In the meantime, I'm going to have to put this up.
Oh boy, I've never seen anything so beautiful.
Thanks. That's nice. Do you want my autograph?
What? I was talking about the cake crumbs on the floor. They're going to be super clues.
Can you tell us where you were last night when Stephanie's poster was torn down?
Unfair competition is not very nice, and we at the SBI don't like it at all.
I had nothing to do with it. If you want to know, yesterday I was at a meeting with my team. We worked on our new proposal for organic snacks.
Listen to our slogan. We want real chocolate in our chocolate cakes. Not bad, huh? That rocks. Take a look at the video of the meeting. We film everything all the time, so not to miss a point. You'll see Oliver didn't move an inch from here. However, you must watch it here. We still need to do some work with it.
Wow! You have all the DVDs of the rowing races.
My father organizes the races, so he gets all the DVDs.
You are extremely lucky.
Just because Olivier has an alibi doesn't mean that one of his team didn't rip down the poster. Is your analysis of the crumbs found at the scene of the crime proving anything? Hurry up!
Hang on a minute, Miss Urgent. I just need a few more seconds. The crumbs come from a cookie and contain dulce de leche. It's a milk jelly, a dessert from Argentina.
Milk jelly. We need to see who's fond of sweet things in Olivier's team. Who could have left the crumbs behind? Okay, I'm going back to grill Stephanie. And could you take a look at the DVD of the meeting?
But first of all, we could go see Mrs. Apu. Maybe she has some milk jelly too.
Someone is out to get me, to intimidate me, force me to quit this campaign. But I'll never give up. This is my whole life.
Stop, we're going to start crying. Stephanie, do you think that maybe whoever ripped down your posters simply wanted to say that they've had enough of you as a representative?
But that's where you've got it wrong. My supporters adore me, and I'm going to be elected again. No more questions.
In your opinion, who in Olivier's team could have a grudge against you?
All of them, so no one in particular. Here's a gift.
Yes to the abolition of detention. It's a great policy, but are you sure it will be accepted by the teachers?
Sally, you don't know much about elections. The thing is to win. After that, we'll see.
You don't believe in the promises you make.
Yes, of course she believes them. Now, for example, we're going to ask the teachers to replace detention time with extra homework. It really is a lot more pleasant to do your work at home. Andy, my assistant, explain to me just where you were during the interview. I didn't know what to say to that meddlesome reporter.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom. Well, I'm off.
Where were we?
You were saying that you had no obvious enemies in your team. Hope that Doowee finds something.
I think that Olivier is a false lead.
You think so, or you're sure?
I looked at the entire video of the meeting and Olivier never left for a second. He stayed in his room. And besides, he's a nice guy. In his program, he proposes more class trips, movies, rowing races. I think he's innocent.
Innocent? I get it. He gave you these rowing tickets, didn't he?
But why? He just asked for my vote. Is there a problem?
No, everything's fine. With this, anyone would think that Olivier bought your vote and opinion as a detective.
Should I give them back?
What do you think? We don't have proof of his guilt or his innocence. Oh, Doowee.
Okay, I'll give them back.
Hey, wait. If Stephanie's put back her poster today, it's possible that the vandal will go back again this evening. Come on, we'll go back and catch this vandal's hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
And we'll discover that Olivier isn't guilty and I'll go to the races.
Rats, the culprit's struck again already.
The page is wet. Maybe he's still here.
This way.
Time for my rounds. Why do I talk to myself?
That way.
What's going on here? What a bunch of troublemakers. You have no business being here. Students are forbidden to be in the school at night.
So you were here completely by chance, just when Stephanie's poster happened to be defaced.
I came to get my new posters. I was entering the school. I wasn't in the school.
Stop talking and finish quietly, or I'll make you mop the floor.
Just by chance, you were bringing your posters. Your explanation is a little too good to be true.
Take them. I don't want your tickets. Are you trying to buy me or what?
But I had just come in when we collided. You only have to ask Andy.
Andy, Stephanie's assistant.
He was coming out of the school just when I got here.
A new trail to follow tomorrow. It's a school election with a criminal connection. Add some competition, causing lots of friction. Why would you intimidate the favourite candidate? Just got to find who's making us all blind. Who's playing games? Disrupting this campaign.
No, I wasn't at the school. Olivia's mistaken. I was doing research on the female electorate at home.
Try to distract Andy's attention. The female electorate. That sounds really interesting.
Well, girls have specific needs. For example, they're always more numerous in the toilets and they have to wait their turn for a long time. Therefore, the girls arrive late for class.
You're fighting for girls to have more toilets. Bravo.
Exactly. The same goes for recycling used paper. Girls are more sensitive to waste.
Wait 2 seconds, Doowee. What Andy is saying is really interesting. Recycling is my passion too. Andy could have done something like that. He's very intelligent, very interesting.
Letting yourself be fooled by his wonderful words, Miss Integrity.
But it's not logical. He's Stephanie's assistant. Why would he sabotage her posters?
I don't know, but I may have the proof. You need to find out more about Andy. Just because he speaks well doesn't mean he's innocent.
Okay. I'll catch you up at the lab. Jenny, tell me, do you know Andy?
Of course. He's the new backroom boy for Stephanie. He writes all her speeches.
She doesn't write her own speeches. Are you sure?
I'm sure. I did it for her 3 years ago. She promised that the two of us would represent the students together, and clearly she stole all my ideas and took the position herself. I became a reporter to expose her and her lie.
Thanks, Jenny. Your information is pure gold. Doowee, I think I found our culprit. It's
Andy! The crumbs I found the other day clearly came from his package of dulce de leche cookies.
Okay, apparently it's Andy who has all the ideas for Stephanie's program. He's the one that writes all her speeches for nothing. Come on. Are you finishing a speech for Stephanie?
No,
You can tell us, you know. You're the one who creates her policies in exchange for nothing. Doesn't that bother you?
And that's why you ripped her posters. You can't deny it. We have the proof right here. Your cookie crumbs.
That's true. She'd promised me that we would be a political team, but when I discovered the campaign photos, it was just her alone. She didn't even write my name on them, so I took my revenge.
And you started that very night. Don't you think it would have been better to tell her what you thought, rather than vandalize her posters?
That's true, but I didn't have the nerve. I'm shy.
That's bizarre. How can you be involved in politics if you can't defend your ideas?
On top of that, they're really good. In fact, you two really complement each other. Stephanie is not afraid to take the floor, and you like to think. Doesn't that give you an idea?
Stephanie, can we know how you came up with all your great ideas for your policies? Well, I was thinking of what the students would need, and
For you, it's the ideas of others that you need.
Actually, I wrote Stephanie's speeches. She wouldn't have been able to say anything without me. But I wouldn't have been able to do anything without her. She knows how to speak and knows how to take up the defense of something that we both think is important. Because we're a team, and starting today, we stand together. Isn't that right, Stephanie? Yes. 2 is better than 1.
Wait, you can't change everything just like that.
Andy and Stephanie! Andy and Stephanie! Andy and Stephanie! Thank you, my friends. Above all, let me thank Andy again, my great new partner.
I have to go if I don't want to miss the beginning of the rowing race.
But I thought you gave the tickets back to Olivier.
Yes, but my father finally bought them, and there are 2. Why did you come? After all, 2's better than 1, right? Like GPS, Wi-Fi, MP4...
C-3PO? R2-D2? Are you sure you'll ever use any of those 101 things?
You'll see. It'll come in handy one day. Is that a spray can?
Well. Silly Bollywood. I'd never have taken you as a vandal.
Why? What have we done?
Those benches weren't red before. And look what you got there. Caught you red-handed.
We're not vandals, sir. We're private investigators. We didn't paint the benches.
First impressions are not always what they seem, Mr. Jerome. You have to believe us.
I only trust what I can see. And from here, you both look pretty guilty. A few hours detention should teach you two a lesson.
Oh!
You must believe us. We're innocent.
Yes, that's what they all say. Mobile phones, please.
Not my new phone. It's got 101 cool features.
Now go and sit quietly and do your homework.
The only way to get out of here is to prove we didn't do it. We have to find the person who painted the playground red.
Quiet! There is to be no talking during detention.
to the playground and look for clues.
Easy for you to say.
I know a way out of here, but it'll cost you a snack. I haven't eaten anything all morning.
Hey, that's my sandwich.
Do you want to stay in here forever?
What's in it?
Ooh, banana, curry, roast beef and maple syrup. Yuck! Dewey, what are you eating?
Oh, too cool, my favourite. All you have to do is ask the teacher for a hall pass to go to the toilet, but use it wisely. He won't let you go twice.
That wasn't worth a sandwich. I could have thought of that.
Please, sir?
Here is your hall pass, but be quick. First, step right together, then left together, and clap hands in time with the beat.
I see that you're researching disco, Mr. Watson.
Why, yes, disco for beginners is a classic, and I love to dance. It makes me feel happy and alive. What are you doing here, McAdam? Return to your seat at once.
But the only homework Sully and I have to do is science, and we need the equipment from the science cupboard. We have to show the difference between endothermic and exothermic reactions. You know, when metal ions of two different ionic compounds replace one another simultaneously.
All right. Do the experiment. But in silence, please.
There he is. Come back to finish his vandalism. This time I'll catch him red-handed.
Come and look at the damage to the benches. Sally and Doowee have made a terrible mess.
Oh no, not Mr. Jerome. Phew, that was close. Oh no, the vandal's gone too. How am I going to catch him now? Oof, I'm going to have to get back, or my absence is going to be really suspicious.
Sally, look! I've worked out our experiment for the chemistry class!
Silence! Do your experiment quietly, please.
It's my new invention. It stops sound from leaving the dome. Try saying something.
Whoa, it's working great, Doowee. I almost saw who the vandal was. I would have caught him too if Mr. Jerome and the janitor hadn't come. They want to clean up the benches.
Clean them up! If they clean up, they'll destroy the evidence. We have to analyze the benches before that happens.
I can't go to the toilet again. I've had my chance.
Brilliant! Fingerprints never lie.
Can I borrow your mirror? Doowee, please open your eyes.
Oh, my eyes! Ow!
Oh no! He's dropped the evidence! There's only one solution. Get out of this fish tank and go get the fingerprints that you dropped.
And how are we going to do that? The disco demon won't let us go to the toilet again.
Audrey, I need another favor.
1, 2, 3, go!
What's going on down there?
Everything's okay. The experiment was a success. There, I got it. That was easier than I thought.
Hey, you! Wait! Can you put this rubbish in the bin on your way?
Oh, phew. That was a close one. That's him! That's the vandal! Got you! SBI, freeze! So you're the vandal who painted the playground benches red.
No way! It's not me. My hand's red from painting this. It's for a competition by that cool new radio station, Red FM. They're telling listeners to express yourself in red. Everyone in school is getting into the act. It had nothing to do with vandalising the benches, I promise.
It looks that way.
I know how we can catch the culprit. Oh, if only we could get a radio transmitter.
I could easily set one up on my new telephone, but Mr. Watson has it.
Have to get it back.
I know that you like dancing and wondered if you know anything of Indian dance.
You know, I've always been interested, but never had the time to learn it.
In brightly coloured clothes, you strike a graceful pose, and twirl and swing and sway in a lively rhythmic way. It's sometimes aerobic and very energetic, a joyful celebration, it's a total sensation.
All radios are receivers. With just a few small adjustments, we can turn this into a low-level transmitter.
Wicked, you're tuned to Red FM.
We interrupt our regular broadcast with this special announcement.
Thanks to everyone who participated in our Express Yourself in Red competition.
There were some really cool and original entries, and they were all great. But the winner is the red playground benches at the Little Bombay High School. Nice one. So if the dude who painted them goes to his work of art, one of our roving DJs will give you our
Special prize. The culprit should take the bait with that one.
Now we have to go to phase 2.
Mr. Watson, I've often wondered about disco dancing. Is it true that all the dances are the same?
Oh, no, Doowee. You couldn't be more wrong. The hustle, for example, goes like this. Where is the... Doowee? And where do you think you're going?
Doowee, run!
Silly, Doowee, what are you doing here? Get back to detention now.
But we're innocent, and we can prove it. Split up and meet me back at the benches.
Don't fool me again, young fellow.
Hey! Where are the competition organisers? I'm the guy who painted the benches and I want my prize!
See? He's the real culprit, not us.
This is a copy of a fingerprint left at the scene of the crime. You'll see that it perfectly matches his fingerprints.
Or do I still get my prize?
And the winner of our Red FM Express Yourself in Red competition is Sam for her painting of an extreme close-up of a tomato.
Does it tell you where we can get some food? Because I really owe you a meal.
It's only fair that I show you my most precious stamp.
A special especially as this stamp's the whole reason you were elected president in the first place.
You won't be disappointed. The 50-cent Blues unique misprint makes it probably the most valuable stamp in the whole city.
Well, I'll believe that when I see it.
You're still pretty grumpy about not being president anymore.
Just show us your great stamp. Well, I can't wait to see it.
This can't be true! Oh, it's gone!
Oh, peanut butter sandwiches again. What have you got for lunch?
Yes.
Oh, my favourite samosas. I'll swap you my whole lunch for just one of your samosas.
That's a deal.
Sally, Doowee, you've got to come.
Oh.
A terrible crime has taken place.
Yes, you made me drop my samosa.
Oops, sorry, but there is something more urgent. A rare stamp has been stolen. You've absolutely got to find it. It's my pride and joy. I brought the stamp to school for the first time this morning. I was running late, but I put the stamp album in the club storage room as soon as I got to school, and I made sure the room was locked before I went to class. I didn't come back here until it was time for the club meeting, which is when I found the stamp gone.
The only fingerprints I can find are those of the other Stamp Club members, judging by the prints on their stamp albums.
Could any of the other members have gotten here this morning?
I guess. They've each got a key to the room, but surely you don't think one of them stole my stamp?
Who else knew you were bringing it in today and knew how valuable it was? This is our prime suspect, the previous Stamp Club president, Christopher. He has a double motive, wanting the stamp for himself, but also jealousy at Leo for taking his position as club president.
Huh?
That's odd. What does he need a hat and gloves for?
I know! The hat is so no one can recognise him, and he's wearing the gloves so as to not put fingerprints on the stamp. Ugh. He must be going to get it. I bet he's getting the stamp from his hiding place. Just stop right there! I know what you're up to, Christopher!
So you see, as well as being in the stamp club, I'm also into the school gardening club. I like to mix my hobbies.
Which explains the hat and gloves.
And I couldn't have stolen the stamp this morning because when I wasn't in class, I was with the rest of the club gardening. Just ask these guys.
Well, there goes our first suspect.
I think I found the real culprit this time.
You think it's Sanjay? And he's swapping what's in the bag for the skateboard.
Nothing that small can be worth a skateboard. Unless it's a valuable stamp. It must be him.
You follow Ahmed. Leave Sanjay to me.
Ah!
Your little game's over, Sanjay.
What little game?
Give me the bag! Oh no, you've swallowed the stamp!
What stamp? It was a samosa, and it was yummy too!
Samosas!
Sanjay had them for lunch, so I swapped the use of my skateboard for an hour for his samosas. Pretty good deal, huh?
So what did you run away for?
Because I know you're mad about samosas too. Sorry, Doowee, none left.
We're running out of suspects, but this is good, because by the process of elimination, the stamp thief has to be Rebecca.
Good thinking, Doowee. Let's see if she's hidden the stamp in her own stamp album. Okay, Rebecca, what's the deal? What do you mean? What sort of stamp collector has no stamps?
I've
I've just joined the club and don't have any stamps yet. You know, everyone emails now. It's very hard to find stamps these days.
Or are you a phony who joined the club just so you could get your hands on the most valuable stamp in Little Bombay?
I think there might be another reason, Sally.
Okay, so I've got a crush on Leo. I read somewhere that if you want to get to know someone, you should share his interests.
So that's why you joined the stamp club?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I wouldn't do anything to upset him, like steal his stamp. I realise that to others Leo might not seem much, but to me he's like a rare stamp, interesting and unique.
Perhaps you'll make a stamp collector after all.
But you don't make a very good suspect. Ugh, no one does. So many clubs use this room for storage, you'd think someone would have seen something suspicious.
Here's a list of the clubs. Maybe this can help us find the culprit. You check out half, and I'll check out the other half.
You start with the climbers, and I'll head off to the science club.
Hey, did anyone in the Junior Mountaineers Club see anyone suspicious hanging around the storage room?
No, not me.
Thanks. Oh, how do I get down from here?
Is this the Rocket Scientists of Tomorrow Club?
Well, it would be if we could get our rockets to work.
Oh, I see your problem. It just needs a little more...
Oh, Doowee, I wouldn't touch that. It's the...
So, while I've got your attention, have any of you seen anyone suspicious hanging around the storage room?
This is definitely the Heavy Metal Music Appreciation Society. Did any of you guys see anything suspicious around the storage room this morning?
Can you speak up a bit? We can't hear you!
I said, did any of you see anything suspicious around the storage room this morning? What?
Welcome to the Happy Clappy Singers, Sally. Would you like to join us?
We sing clean, wholesome songs about flowers and peace.
And how everyone should be honest and caring with each other. Please sing with us.
No thanks. I've come to ask some questions about the club storage room.
This must be the cooking club.
It is, and we're making...
Don't tell me. Oh, that smell. It can't be. Oh, it must be.
samosas. Would you like to try one?
Finally, I'm gonna get one. I love this job.
Not yet. You have to wait for them to cool down first.
No, we haven't seen anything suspicious because we've been so busy rehearsing for the singing competition. We have a real chance of winning the Junior Quartet category this year. It's the year of peace and goodwill.
Quartet? But there's only 3 of you.
Our 4th member has gone to post our application form. It's very last minute. We were lucky to find a stamp in time.
Stamp? What stamp?
We found one on the floor of the storage room. It was only 50 cents, so we didn't think anyone would mind.
He must have been in such a rush. He didn't notice the stamp fall out. And where is the stamp now?
On the application letter, about to be posted.
Hold the post!
Now you can have one. They're at the perfect temperature and they're most delicious.
You don't have time for that! You have to go faster than the speed of light to stop a happy clappy singer from posting the stamp!
So you found my stamp. If that stamp gets marked off by the post office, it will be worthless.
Hey!
Thanks, Albert. Don't worry, I'm okay too, I think.
Doowee, that was brilliant work.
Don't worry, everyone. It's okay. The stamp is unharmed.
Yay!
Doowee on his rocket is safe this day. In a super brave, heroic way. The missing stamp is safe
told me all about your heroic deed today, Doowee. So in your honor, I have been preparing a special dish for you.
At last, some samosas! I can't believe I'm finally going to eat some delicious, yummy, delectable
Irish stew. And for the entree, samosas.
Yay!
Essay writing competition, this school is extremely honored to welcome the creator of the Digby the Magnificent series of novels, your favorite author and mine, Miss Fanny Prune.
I would have thought a series of books about a boy magician would be so popular.
For our prize, Miss Prune has promised to read us a chapter of her latest novel, which hasn't even been published yet.
I object. As president of the Morality and Virtue Club, I don't think it's right to read stories about demons and witchcraft.
Now, Christelle, you are entitled to your opinion, and if you don't want to hear the novel, you can go to the library. I'm sorry about the interruption, Miss Prune. Whenever you're ready.
I can't believe we're going to be the first kids in the world to hear the new Digby novel. My manuscript, it's gone! Dear, oh dear, my only copy, and someone has stolen it.
I'll call the police immediately.
No, I wouldn't want your lovely school to get into trouble. I'll just have to tell my publisher that the book can't be published. But I promised I would read to you, and so I shall. From my last novel, Digby and the Demon Lunchbox, which I brought with me.
Miss Prune might have said she didn't want the police to investigate, but she didn't say anything about the SBI.
Yeah, we'll find the missing novel.
First, we have to find the thief. Who would want to stop the latest Digby novel being published?
It would have to be someone who wanted to stop Miss Prune publishing her next book.
I don't think it's right to read stories about demons and witchcraft.
Christelle! If Christelle hates these books that much, she won't just stop at one book from being out there. She'll try and get rid of them all.
Oh, look, the library!
Oh! Stop, Christelle! You've got no right to destroy the school's Digby novels.
What Digby novels? These are damaged books that are unreadable. The librarian asked me to send them to the recycling centre.
She's telling the truth. They're not Digby the Magnificent novels.
Of course I'm telling the truth. I'm president of the Morality and Virtue Club.
But you did steal Fanny Prune's missing manuscript.
I did not. Stealing is absolutely forbidden by the club's code of honour. See? No stealing. Along with no burping, no running, no jumping, no kissing, no dancing.
We need to inspect the scene of the crime.
But we must be as stealthy as a cat. I'm okay.
Digby opened his lunchbox, and instead of finding a ham and cheese sandwich with a cherry tomato on the side, he found an evil, three-eyed, four-clawed, soul-sucking demon with tomato juice dripping from its fangs.
Thirsty, Albert?
I was just getting a souvenir for my Fanny Prune collection. See? I've already souvenired a tissue that she blew her nose on.
Ew! So did you also souvenir her missing manuscript?
Certainly not. Fanny is my idol and Digby is my hero. I would never do anything to them.
Then would you mind showing us your locker?
I am the biggest Digby fan in the world, and there's no way I would prevent one of his books being published. I didn't even know Miss Prune was going to be here today. I'm getting shocked that she's actually here.
I believe you, Albert. The thief can't be a fan. Whoever stole the manuscript must have taken it for money to sell on the black market.
Then we need to examine Fanny Prune's suitcase for clues. But how do we get hold of it?
Oh, this is where Digby's magic cloak would have come in handy.
You're right! This is perfect!
Sally, you know the cloak isn't really magic.
It's magic enough. Trust me, and put it on.
I thought you might want a glass of water, Milady Prune.
Thank you. Digby, you're magnificent as always.
Wow, my magic cloak works!
I keep telling you it's not magic, it's my incredible acting skills. The only fingerprints I can see are Fanny Prune's, my own, and according to my database, Bob's.
Of course! When it comes down to dirty tricks, Bob is never far away. We have to track him down.
And by the power of Isis, I shall help you. With my magic cloak, magic glasses, and magic wand, there is no way this malefactor shall escape. Ah!
Bob must be on his way to sell the manuscript.
Then let's split up and look for him.
What would you like Digby the Magnificent to do?
I think he should guard the, briefcase of power.
By the power of Isis, I will do so. No harm shall come to this precious cargo. Whoops!
Hey, Bob, I want a word with you. Digby, stop him!
Oh, got you! You book thief!
Hey, not me!
Hey! Sally, I've got it!
Huh? This isn't the missing manuscript.
What?
The real manuscript is a handwritten notebook. This is an existing Digby book with a fake cover.
Digby and the Detention of Doom? Oh, I've already read this 6 times. What are you playing at, Bob?
Okay. I did try to take the manuscript, but when I opened Fanny Prune's briefcase, it had already gone. All I found was her last book.
The one she's reading to the school?
I'd already arranged with Tom to sell him the manuscript, so when I couldn't get it, I created a pretend one by putting a fake cover over an old book I already had.
And hoped I wouldn't notice. I'll wait till I get my hands on you.
Stop this fighting. Bob and Tom, even though you did not steal the manuscript, you tried to. And that in itself is very bad. For this, you will classify all the books in the library. And then I want to see you two in my office.
Yes, sir.
But if it wasn't Bob or Christelle or Albert, then who stole the missing manuscript?
I know who the thief is! It's Digby's mortal enemy, the terrible, fearsome Dr. Diablo. He would stop at nothing to bring down brave Digby.
Come on, Albert. This is a serious investigation. Dr. Diablo doesn't exist.
Then who's that?
Hey! So, Dr. Diablo, did you steal the manuscript?
Of course I did. Now I'm going to commit an even greater atrocity. The death of Digby!
Oh!
The janitor?
Yeah. So why are you playing so rough? After all, this is just a game, right? I'm a Digby fan too. And I thought Fanny Prune would be amused to see Dr. Diablo working as a janitor at the school.
But you admitted you stole the manuscript.
Of course, because I thought we were playing a game. Now, what manuscript are you talking about?
If he doesn't know about the manuscript, he couldn't have stolen it.
So we still don't have a suspect.
Wait a minute. Maybe we've had the right suspect all along.
What do you mean?
So far, you've stolen a cup from Fanny Prune, not to mention a discarded tissue, let Bob escape, and given us the false lead to Dr. Diablo.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Sally. Let's take another look in your locker, Master Digby Albert.
No, please don't. You won't find anything in there, I promise.
Oh, yeah? Latest Digby novel by Fanny Prune.
Give that back. Whoa!
Finally, we have the manuscript.
and the culprit.
Wow, what a dramatic opening. This could be the best Digby novel yet.
Do you really think so? Because I wrote it!
You?
Yes! I was so tired of waiting for the next Digby book to be published that I wrote my own, just for fun. I even wrote it exactly the way Fanny Prune would have done it. Sitting up in bed, using exactly the same notebook and pen.
You mean the missing manuscript would look like this? Same size and everything?
Yes, Fanny Prune always fills up a big notebook exactly like this one.
But we know she bought the novel. We saw her take it out of the briefcase.
But the manuscript and the novel can't fit in the briefcase at the same time. So she couldn't have brought the manuscript.
Why would she lie?
Oh, yes, it's true. I haven't written it. I didn't want my publisher to know. I'm supposed to have it finished by today, but I haven't even started. I don't have any ideas, so I might as well give up.
No, never give up.
Maybe this will help inspire you.
This is great! A strong opening, good use of language, clever ideas. Who wrote it? Well, I'm very impressed, young man. Perhaps you and I could collaborate on a novel. You could get credit and payment, of course. And then there would be the royalties, the fame, the movie version.
When it seems you've lost your spark, you're stumbling hopeless in the dark. You know our happy future's there, so don't give up and don't despair. A little bright and shining ray of hope can save the darkest day. Don't tell me you're writing your own Digby the Magnificent novel.
No, this is a novel about a couple of kid detectives and their adventures solving mysteries at their school. It's a concept I've been working on for a while now.
Cute idea. What's it called?
Doowee McAdam, Boy Detective.
I think the title needs a little work.
Hello? Who's there?
International Day is a great idea, Doowee. It promotes tolerance and understanding of different cultures, and I get to see you wear a skirt.
It's a kilt! This tartan's been in my family for 348 years.
I hope it's been washed in that time.
Doowee, please, Dad, can I have a pet?
I've told you, Stefan, you're too young. You're not ready for the responsibility.
But, Dad...
How many times do I have to say no? Look, I'll take you to the circus instead. There are lots of animals there.
Oh, good! We're not the only ones dressed up!
Thank you, class, for making an effort on International Day. I believe the best way to learn about other countries is by experiencing their culture. And the first to tell us about the country she comes from is Irene.
Yeah! Hello, my family comes from Greece, a country of great history and a part of Europe. This is the Greek national flag. Mrs. Majapur, my flag's gone.
Oh, it's probably around here somewhere.
Someone's stolen my flag too, the Canadian flag!
Now calm down, Stefan. Why would anyone want to steal a couple of flags?
Because the Canadian flag is so beautiful. Not as beautiful as the German flag. Look at the colors.
I think the Brazilian flag is better than both your flags.
The Greek flag was stolen too, don't forget, because it's a vision in blue and white. No, my flag's the best.
No, my flag is best.
No, my flag is best.
Oh no, this is terrible. We'll soon have a major international incident on our hands.
Perhaps we could try and find the flags to pacify the situation.
Oh, that would be wonderful, children. Make peace, not war. Flowers, yes. Guns, no.
You can count on the SBI, Mrs. Margipore.
There are no clues, and no obvious link between the missing Greek flag and the Canadian flag. Maybe the thief is stealing each country one by one.
Then we can catch him when he steals the next one.
How?
You take the class for a short break in the cafeteria. That'll give the thief the chance to take the next flag.
While you're gone, I'll monitor the classroom to catch the thief in the act.
And I'll stay with the class to see if anyone acts suspiciously.
At least my flag makes sense.
Oh dear, I hope this works.
Don't worry, Mrs. Margipore. Doowee and I will find the flag thief.
What? You've lost our flag? How can you look after a pet when you can't even keep a flag safe?
Now remember, this is International Day, a day of tolerance and understanding. So let's see some camaraderie and international cooperation between all of you. Oh, dear. Now we're not even speaking to each other. Maybe this is what they mean by the Cold War.
Yes, it's like a cold shoulder war.
Oh, I tried to bring the different cultures together, but the flags have only split them apart.
It'll get better once we've caught the flag thief.
How's it going, Doowee?
I'm all set up. I've got elevated slant-wired movement sensors on the windows, polysensitive pressure pads covering the door, and high-definition cameras fixed on every entrance. I tell you, Sally, no one can come in or out of that room without me knowing. How's it going there?
Well, it's not exactly the United Nations, but no one's acting suspiciously. Wait, Irene's leaving.
She can't be the thief. Her flag was taken too.
Unless she's deliberately hid it to divert suspicion away from herself. But she's not going to the classroom.
She's going to her locker.
What's she writing? What if it's a ransom note for the stolen flag?
Or maybe a confession.
Okay, Irene, SBI, let me see that. A Greek flag?
I was afraid that without a flag, I wouldn't get a chance to tell the class about Greece.
So you made your own? I'm sure Mrs. Margipole will be very pleased. It was a false alarm.
And it's as quiet as a mouse here. Maybe our thief doesn't want to collect all the flags after all.
We might as well pack it in.
Yeah, and take another look around the crime scene. There might be some clue we've missed.
I'll tell you what we've missed. Someone's stealing all the flags.
Oh, no!
How did they steal the flags? Did your equipment break down?
No, everything's working fine. And I kept a watch on the door the whole time. No one got in or out.
Well, someone must have, because the flags didn't just evaporate.
Look, the air vent. It's loose.
Do you really think the thief went to all the trouble of clambering around in the school's air conditioning ducts just to steal a bunch of flags?
Yes, I do. And aha! If I'm not mistaken, that's part of the Greek flag.
What was that?
It must be the thief.
We need to go in there.
But the air conditioning goes all around the school. It's a maze. We'll never find our way in there.
Then we're going to need some help. So, everyone, I've got some good news and some bad news. Well, the bad news is, now all the flags have gone.
Who could have done it?
But the good news is, we know no one here did it.
How can you be so sure?
Because the thief broke in through the air vent when you were all in here.
So stop thinking the person next to you is your enemy. Your neighbours are innocent. They're your friends. They've always been your friends.
I'm sorry for suspecting you.
No, I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry what I said about your flag. But if no one here did it, who did?
We don't know, but we think they're still in the air vent. We want to flush them out into the open, but we can't do it alone. We need all of you to join forces with your neighbour and work side by side, hand in hand, to find the culprit. Can you do that?
Way to go!
Yeah! We're in! Okay, Doowee, we're all in position.
I'm not sure you should be going in there, Sally.
Yes, that's really my job.
But, sir, I don't really think you'd fit. You're not quite small enough.
You have to promise me you'll be very careful then.
I promise, and you be ready to catch the thief when I chase him out.
Here, put this on. That way we'll always know where you are, and I can give you instructions. I've got all the kids standing by.
Listen! That way!
He's moving down the western side towards the science labs. Over.
I'll take a shortcut and try and get there first.
Okay, Sally, but take care.
We're getting very close to our thief. Won't be long now. The flags!
Sally, are you okay?
Sally, is you all right?
Is she okay?
You'll never guess who the flag thief is!
Oh, it must have escaped from the circus. I'll call them. Mr. Cubbins, you try and catch it.
Okay, little fella, don't you monkey with me. Oh, oh, ow! Oh,
Dad, stop! There's an easier way! Arthur's probably starving. Here, boy, want some food? Try my apples. He comes directly from Canada. That's it. Good monkey.
Oh, the circus confirmed a monkey escaped 4 days ago. They're on their way to pick it up, and they're very pleased we found him.
well done, son. I think I misjudged you. You've really got a knack with animals.
Does this mean I can have a pet?
Yes, but maybe not a monkey.
What happened to the flags?
The monkey was using them to sleep on. I'm afraid they're pretty badly torn.
Oh, well, there goes our International Day.
Hey, Stefan, have you got any more of those Canadian apples? I'll swap you some of my breakfast for one.
Maybe International Day is not dead after all.
I love your food. It smells great.
I love yours.
Time to celebrate our origins. It's just so great. Our frowns are turned to grins. When we share our culture, we can have such fun. It's all one world for everyone.
International Day. It should be celebrated with everybody sharing.
And with all the pieces of the old flags, we're creating a new international flag from all the different countries. Hopefully it will remind us not to prejudge each other anymore.